Hello, JTLive, welcome back to another episode of South Stand Stories. This series, of course, we go through everything happening in and around the world of Leeds United, and we have a little talk about it. And Leeds have dismantled Plymouth Argyle 4-1 in stoppage in extra time. Ended up becoming, and it became a routine win. But was that the way the game played out? Not really. If I'm being honest with you, throughout the 90 minutes, it was a bit of a snooze fest. It was a little bit boring. It was a bit tentative. It was quite dry. There wasn't a lot of action. We had a couple of chances. Perot had an opportunity where he hit the bar, got deflected over, unlucky. Gnonto and Joseph had a couple of opportunities in the first half. I thought they were pretty decent. But overall, first half, pretty boring. We got Gnonto's goal, which was, phenomenal to see. And it was a very, very well-taken goal. But aside from that, Leeds didn't really offer too much throughout the remainder of even the second half. I thought we were dominant. I thought we created quite a few chances. We just never really put them away. The final ball wasn't there. And it just seemed like a lot of the players on that pitch, I don't know, they were content with a 1-0 win. They were content with a draw. There didn't seem to be that dying hunger and burning desire to get a goal, to put some past Plymouth and really establish ourselves in the cup and really have a dominant performance. And to me, that only really started changing when two men came on, and that was Rutter and that was Patrick Bamford. When they came on with 8 minutes to go, that's when you saw the cogs start turning. That's when you saw Leeds really start hammering Plymouth. I mean, we were leading 1-0. We conceded a very stupid goal just before that. And to be honest, I think that's what forced us to bring those two on, is the goal that we conceded. Very, very weak goal. Free kick comes in all the way to the back post. No one marks their man. The ball comes across, fortuitously bounces off the striker's shoulder, and Plymouth has scored. A very, very unfortunate goal to concede. A silly goal to concede. But that at least kicked Leeds into gear. We brought Bamford on. We brought Rutter on. Rutter ended up coming on the left-hand side. And I thought he was phenomenal, man. I know Gnonto's going to get everyone's shout for man of the match and potentially mine. But if I'm going to be honest, I actually am very tempted to give either Jorginho, Rutter or Somerville. Probably Rutter, I would say, because I said the game really changed when he came on, my man in the match, because the game completely changed when Rutter came on, and that went into extra time as well. He was phenomenal. You could see there was just an injection of pace, creativity. We just looked so much more threatening with Rutter on that left-hand side. Even when he moved across later on when Somerville came on, he was just everywhere. He was so energetic. He was creative. He was dragging people out of position. And it just completely changed the entire dynamic of how Leeds played. I thought he was really good. I thought Somerville when he came on was very good. I thought Bamford when he came on was very good. And stoppage time, a little extra time, as you say, Leeds just turned on the style. We played with Plymouth. We finally started putting our chances away. A couple of them fortuitously, yeah, fair enough. But we started creating more. We looked more hungry. We looked more determined. And overall, as I said, I think it's what we needed. I'm not happy at the fact that we got 120 minutes. I really am not. I think the players could have done with a rest. We could have done with not having this extra game at all, to be honest with you. But at least it did give some players opportunities to, make a name for themselves. Joseph in the first half, I thought he could have done a little bit more to make a name for himself. But having said that, I still thought it was probably his best performance I've seen from Joseph, definitely this season, and definitely in a long time in a Leeds United shirt. Sometimes I see him come on and he doesn't really impact the game. He's kind of just there to play. But today, I thought in the first half, he was running the lines well. He was running the channels. I thought he had some good link-up play with Gnonto. He was unlucky not to get himself a goal when it got tipped onto the crossbar. I thought Joseph actually covered himself in quite a lot of glory. Joe Gelhardt came on in the right wing. It was a good opportunity for him. I'd have potentially started him over Joseph because I do quite like Gelhardt, but Joseph played well, and when Gelhardt came on in the wing, I thought he was pretty decent as well, aside from the fact he missed that chance in the 92nd minute. Firpo dinks the ball in. Gelhardt has a chance to finish it, and he whacked the ball into the post. Bit of a spoon shot, but I thought he was good today, Joe Gelhardt. And I thought, that was the only positive to us playing this game, is that it gave us opportunities to give some of these fringe players opportunities. Sam Byram, tough to call him a fringe player, but he hasn't really been starting right back. He's probably behind Gray and now probably behind Connor Roberts in the potential pecking order at right back. Although with the performance he put in today and what he showed, what he can do on his natural side, I would say he's now above Archie Gray. Not because I think he's played better than Archie Gray has this year, because I thought Archie Gray at right back the past few weeks has been phenomenal, but because it now gives us the opportunity to push Archie Gray into centre midfield, and we saw that for a little bit today. We did, and I think that was also another positive for the fact that we played this game, again, the replay, because it gave us the opportunity to experiment with Archie Gray back in the centre of midfield, with Sam Byron playing at right back, linking up with Wilfried gnonto at right wing, who I thought was, again, phenomenal today. Those are the positives. Having said that, it does still, really... It overstretches the squad, and I think we should have had the job done in 90 minutes. We shouldn't have had to have added minutes onto the clock for Somerville, for Bamford, for Rutter. But when we did, they changed the game, which is what proves how pivotal those players are. Because we're all sat here and we're saying, listen, the starting 11 is phenomenal. Leeds should be getting promoted. Who can we sign to improve the starting 11? Okay. Whilst we couldn't have signed that many players that could improve the starting 11, because I think our starting 11 is very good, and I would 100% say, and have been saying, the best starting 11 in the championship, period. I think it's in contention to some of the lower Premier League sides starting 11. I think it's that good. Bamford, okay. Could he start for a lower league Premier League side? I think he definitely could get some minutes, especially if players like Chris Wood are still getting kickabouts in the Premier League. Somerville, yes. gnonto, yes. Rutter, yes. Those three walk into a lot of lower league Premier League sides, in my opinion. The midfield, I think, is better than most championship sides out there. If you put Archie Gray in there, Kamara, Gruev, Ampadu, all phenomenal players. Our defence, Roden, Ampadu again, if you put him in there. Stroik, Firpo, Byram, Connor Roberts. These are quality starting 11 players. But once we get injuries to certain players, like, or hopefully we don't, but if we were to get an injury to someone like Rutter, or someone like Bamford, or someone like Somerville, there is a huge step down. Huge step down from those three players I just mentioned, because they are game changers. And today, you saw it. We could barely put more than one goal in the back of the net today. We bring those three on. Extra time, 4-1. And there's no coincidence to that. Those three were astounding and always have been. And that is my only concern going into this latter part of the season. Are we okay with relying on just those three? Would it have been better to have a better backup? And I would say at least Wilfried gnonto now. He could potentially, not that he's a backup to Somerville, but he can bear some of the load off of Somerville. So if Somerville was to get injured, at least gnonto is now getting himself involved in goals. You could play Dan James on the right and gnonto on the left. I think that could work. But overall, listen, we got the win. Hopefully we get Chelsea. I really don't want to get Villa. I would love to get Chelsea. That's a massive game for us at least. And it's a game that I think is more winnable than Villa. Not only because the players will be more up for it than they will for Villa, but also they're an easier side right now to play than Villa, which is crazy to say, but they really are. They really, really are. They are mid-table fodder in the Premier League right now. They're barely scratching together 40 points in a season. And that's Chelsea Football Club. So I'd much rather get those guys. I think it'd be a great game for Leeds to get. Hopefully we can win, and it could really instill us with a lot of confidence going into the rest of the season. Let me know what you guys think. I'm really intrigued to hear what you guys think about that. But I think it was a comprehensive performance. Extra time really sealed the deal for Leeds. I thought before that was a slightly mid-game, if I'm being honest, but extra time, Leeds turned the style on, and it was a phenomenal win. Let me know what you guys think anyway down in the comment section down below. For now, guys, I will see you very, very soon. And for my brothers and my sisters.